Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. You are now tuning in to episode 63 of the Off the Menu podcast. I am your friend, your host, Key. Here with my brothers, my co-host, P.
Hello.
And Tay.
Hello, everyone.
And a special guest, a very special guest. I am happy to introduce to you Blacc, music artist, producer, go-getter, big stepper, going crazy.
Going crazy on a beat.
What up, what up, what up?
Yo, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We're doing good,
man.
dude.
How about yourself, sir?
Big chilling, yo. It's an
Big
honor to be
chillin'.
here.
Hello.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
It's dope. I really appreciate it.
Of
Definitely,
course,
most
of course.
def, man. It's been a minute. We had to get one of these guys back on, man. We need good music artists on here all the time.
I appreciate
We
it.
had to have you on here, bro.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
I already know the roster stack, bro. The people y'all have had on here.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss, you know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
I appreciate the invite.
Yes.
Of course, of course.
Most def.
We're excited to have you on. Our first interaction for most of us from the crew was at Local Disorder, and
Yeah.
you were just killing it. Like you were hosting, you were
energy.
high. Yeah, you had high,
High
energy the
energy,
whole
yeah.
time. And
He said,
Local Disorder. Turn me the fuck up. That shit was lit.
it's like whether there was 3 people in there or if
Oh,
it was
God.
full, you had the same energy for both crowds,
Yeah.
right?
Gotta summon the crowd, man.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
100%.
And no, you're really good at that. But
crazy.
yeah, we're excited to have you on. At the point of this podcast will have come out right after Local Disorder.
Yeah.
So we will be
Local
doing
Disorder
Local
2.
Disorder.
Yep.
We won't be doing, but Blacc will be a guest there, or not a guest, but an artist performing there.
Indeed.
Yeah,
And
going
we're
crazy.
excited. So you guys will see some content whenever I get that posted and edited. You know, I'm gonna go record
gonna
another
be a good
video.
time.
Turn
That's
me
gonna
up.
be
Yeah.
Turn me up.
Definitely.
Real good time.
So we're
One thing I wanted to say is, bro, anytime I see anything musically going on in the city, I swear to God, like 9 times out of 10, your name is on that flyer. Like you're going super crazy.
Thank you, bro.
You're performing like everywhere all the time.
I try to be present. I just try to be active. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out there for people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like
Right.
I can say the same for y'all. Yo, like I can say like the hustle for everyone has
Mhm.
been dope to see. Like
Yeah.
just over time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Mhm.
staying tapped in with everything. And,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
just like seeing the journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the
Mhm.
consistency from everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we
like-
going
And
crazy.
everybody's
I think-
just
I think really
slowly
where it's
coming
at.
together, you know?
Yeah, it's dope
Yeah,
to see.
like
Dope
seeing
to
like
see.
everybody tap into like one type of thing. It's actually sick.
Yeah, it's a cool like I don't know like amalgamation of
Mhm.
kind of what the scene's becoming and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
seeing how things, from my perspective, anyways, have like shifted and
Right.
seeing kind of like what people and what brands and what movements popped up like after COVID and
Yeah.
who was still
Right.
active and pushing stuff before that even.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I feel like we're in a weird spot, but it's a cool spot right now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Everybody's definitely like
Absolutely.
building. It's
I feel like the growth over time has definitely shined a lot in the recent like months. You know,
Yeah.
with a lot of creatives, a lot of local artists, and you know, that goes to show what kind of city that we have here. You know, Salt Lake City, Utah, just the state in general, what we have and what we can become, just
Yeah.
with a little bit more work with each other, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It almost felt like, you know, especially in the music scene, that everyone was kind of like, all these different scenes were in like its own bubble at one
sure.
point, right?
Yeah.
segregated.
And
They're
now
very
it's
segregated.
like it's all coming together,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
little by little, day by day, week by week, without all these different shows that go on. It seems like we're getting closer and closer to being like.
I think
one.
it's getting a little more cohesive.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
a little more
Absolutely.
I
cohesive,
feel like
you know?
you know,
Absolutely.
we had Anthony, you know, from RIP, and he was
Right.
talking about being in the music scene for so long, and talking about how Utah now is becoming cohesive because artists are starting to want to like, you know what, we should just be working together. We should mix our
Yeah.
crowds. We should be putting our crowds
Absolutely.
together
Yep.
because, dude, you can show up to a $15 show on a Wednesday night like Local Disorder, right?
Right.
And turn up with the locals. And the fact that we were able to just sit there and just watch it all the fruition, you know, like if what was being planned and what the artists will be able to bring to the table. We're like, man, Utah has it, and Utah can make it keep happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I look at it as like it's just a whole bunch of different opportunities to showcase potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Absolutely.
like, that's my favorite part of going to like any function that's
Yeah.
like, centered around creativity.
Mhm.
Period. Here is just seeing like tap it back to like what Palmer was saying. Just being around for so long, like I still meet new people all the
of
time.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're dope. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
just like I feel like there's so much just unshowcased talent here
Mhm.
that it's only a matter of time
Yeah.
in a sense. But
absolutely.
it's also dope to I don't know, still meet new people, still see people progress, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to be a part of it. You
Yeah.
know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
For
So it's
sure.
like
Absolutely.
it's a dope thing. It gets me places like this, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
the relationships I forged from just doing dope shit,
Exactly.
Yeah.
trying things, you know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Which like most people are scared to even take the leap to do.
Yeah,
right,
that
Kinda
absolutely.
a
thing is
risk
like-
you could say.
yeah,
and I don't even
bro,
think it's a risk. once
It's
again.
dope. It's
Yeah.
just dope.
Yeah.
Dope shit.
But before we get into it,
Yeah, real quick.
thank you guys. Hold on. Just thank you guys. Off the Menu Podcast, episode 3 of our special guest Blackie. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah. Before I forget, we got IT technical support in the back. Sifu, you ain't going.
Damn, G.
So, we were like,
Are we back in Nam?
oh, whoa.
Chill, chill.
We left for a reason.
Crazy.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the episode, man. That was a killer opening. We just got it right into
Yeah,
it.
we just got right into it, man.
But for our viewers, who are you and what do you do?
Man, I go by Blacc E. The E is for Emergence. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole moniker there. I make music, a vibe curator. You know
There
what
we
I'm
go.
saying? Out
Yeah.
here just try to do dope shit, get other people involved in doing dope shit.
Yeah.
Do dope shit with other dope people.
Yeah.
And like that's really the main goal, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to show people that like there's talent here.
Yeah.
I'm from here, you know what I'm saying? Salt Lake City, we out here, West Valley City, we out
Yeah, let them
here.
know.
Side of Banger.
Tell them,
What's
man.
crazy, like
Come on now.
I was pulling up, you know, I'm not gonna disclose nothing. I was pulling up, but I'm like, I literally grew up like right around the corner.
Yeah.
Like a street away. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? So
Shit.
it's like-
Okay.
I'm like, damn, this is just really dope. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? To see how far
It's full
this-
circle.
Yeah, bro. Like the city has come in like
Yeah.
That's
so many
dope.
different ways. you
Yeah.
know
No,
what
that's
I'm saying?
crazy. What a
So, like,
small world, man.
yeah,
Hello.
for sure.
What a
for
small
sure.
ass
so,
world.
I mean, like, I don't know, man. Just music's the call, and it's.
How long you been doing it for?
I think I first started writing when I was like 13.
Okay.
Okay.
But then when I was
Yeah.
like taking shit serious, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Probably like 2-3 years after that, dropped
Okay.
like my first
Okay.
song. I think at like 16.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And then like came back to Salt Lake, and
Mhm.
I think like that's when I really got it like going
Yeah.
and stuff like that out here. Probably like 2018, 2017.
Okay.
Ish as far as like releasing stuff consistently
Yeah.
and like being back in Utah. I was in Florida for a minute.
There we go.
I was
Yeah.
out there for like 3 years. I was out in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay.
So like that was a really dope time, like 18 to 21 kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying 22ish. So
Like work or?
oh no, I moved out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like experience some life shit.
Really?
Yeah, because like I said, I was from here, so like just something totally different.
You just
Like-
moved out there on just like, hey, I want to live in Florida type beat?
Yeah, I had some family out there.
Okay.
So I was
Okay.
like, I had a chance to stay with them for a minute and
Okay.
you know
bet.
get
Yeah.
my roots and like
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of
get
figure
my
out
own place
where
and
you're
then be like, all right,
Oh,
let's
okay.
let's
That's
see how
dope.
shit goes out here.
Okay.
So, like, it was really dope, honestly. That was like
Yeah.
a really dope time. And like, what's crazy about that is like I said, I was tapped into doing music a little bit before that, like
Yeah.
before I left.
Mhm.
And I was out there during like the whole South Florida wave when like X is coming up, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like Puya, you know what I'm
Puya,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Okay,
Everyone
okay.
down there is like doing their thing and like that
Uh-huh.
that whole kind of wave, the distorted 808s, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like
Uh-huh.
all that shit. So like I'm feeling all that energy out there, like Solomon the God, like listening to local Florida artists and
Yeah.
Wi-Fi's funeral.
Wi-Fi's
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like
yeah.
people that are just like coming up, bro. Like,
Uh-huh.
seeing some of their old shit. So it's like feeling that kind of energy out there. Like
Right.
I can feel like kind of like blips of that.
Yeah.
Like when I'm out here, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I'm like,
Mhm.
yo, the potential is here. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like we can like capitalize on that. Like that creative energy is like it's palpable. You know what I'm saying? In a
Mhm.
sense. So like yeah, it gave me some dope perspective. But like as far as when I got back from that, like
Mhm.
I ended up in an artist collective, 1139, just off
Oh.
of some homie shit. Ended up working with one of the homies that basically knew one of my best friends and just like, you know what I'm saying, everything full. I've been listening to the homie Sisu and Benjamin Major's music, you know what I'm saying, like before I'd even left, and then met them after I came back, and we all linked up and stuff like that, and then that's when I was like, okay, this could be like a thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really like stick with it, and like, yeah, that's like 7 years ago, so
That's
it's like
crazy.
crazy to see. You know what I'm saying? Like
You said the
where
collective
I'm at
was
now
1139.
1139.
And who was all in that?
So like everyone that does music was like super diverse, right? So like it was an artist collective of basically a whole bunch of different genres, like EDM, hip hop,
Oh, shit,
R&B.
okay.
So like Kimmy K was in it,
Uh-huh.
right? So like that's still like that's basically like where a lot of us met. Stoney, you know, Sound Elixir, Doppelganger.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, the homie Sisu, Otacon, like there's a whole bunch of us. You know what I'm saying? Tyler, EOI Media, Young Ty.
Oh,
shit
yep,
like that,
yep.
So like he was like videographer for that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I've been tapped in with a lot of the people for like a long time. So
That's
you know,
dope.
that's why I'm saying like it all circles back to like seeing people's journey and like
The
you know,
progression.
yeah,
and
like the
shit.
roots of it and stuff like that, and like just seeing the potential for this place for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like it's dope to see so many different like creative outlets and like people pop up and like all like I was saying earlier, like all the different movements and like all the different creative. Like my favorite shit is pulling up to pop ups and seeing different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
visual artists, like other musicians, like that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah.
Absolutely. Man, we got a lot of untapped talent here, man. Like everyone is doing something crazy. You just gotta go look for it. Like even just a little bit, you know, you just gotta know where to go. And there's people doing all sorts of crazy shit everywhere in like in all parts of Utah, you know, not just here in Salt Lake City, but
in Orem,
Provo,
George,
St. George,
Ogden.
Ogden. Right. You know, there's a bunch of it everywhere. Even some foods from Vernal. We met some dudes out in Vernal or at Local Disorder that was
Oh, really?
from not Vernal, Tremont.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There was
Yeah,
some
bro,
dudes
the
out
border.
there. Yeah, like the border. And
Tremont's like right next to Colorado.
I've
right?
been to Tremont. That shit is a small ass
Yeah.
little town.
I've pulled up there a couple times too. Yeah.
And you
It's
know
out there.
they got their own thing out there
Yeah,
too.
bro, it's crazy. But like you were saying too, like St. George, you know what I'm saying? Like same thing out there, hella different genres,
Yeah.
doing their own thing, out there going crazy. Ogden, same thing, bro. Like they got spitters up there. I just did a show in Ogden for DJ Juggy. Over at
really?
like Funk and Dive. So like DJ Juggy had some shit going on over there. And like that shit was super lit. Like literally just did that on like Saturday or some shit. So like that shit was fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Ogden's
I
lit.
was say, I ain't never stepped outside in Ogden, so
Ogden's fire.
Me neither.
Yeah.
That's
I
where
never-
some of the boys from Club Mungo are located, and they were, you know, when they started saying where they were from, I was like, man, who else would we can find out there, you know? And they really have a scene out there, and they it's like their scene is like crazy because they also have like a little bit of Idaho too, so they're like they drive like an hour and a half, 2 shows up in Idaho, and they move back down here, and then you know go to the lake and do stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of get why. Right now, I think it's just like being able to be anywhere with you know the power of the internet, right?
Right.
So Utah has been able to grow in a sense because of the you know internet has been able to provide outlets for everyone. So now we're noticing that, these guys have been away, you know, they've been here for a while, but there was no internet to like really, or they didn't have a place on the internet yet.
Yeah.
And then now they're starting to create their name and start putting their digital footprint, we would say, all over the place, right? And so it's a little easier for us to find them and tap in with them now.
Absolutely.
There just wasn't as much of, I would say, like the opportunity for a spotlight to be put on a lot of people's stuff here. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. And just, I guess like the proximity to certain places is really dope. Like being able to pop out and do an Idaho show is really dope. You know what I'm saying? Like we got dope venues out there, and like it's not a far drive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like it's a dope thing. It's a dope thing to do, and it's dope to just like step out and see like places that are so close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like the vibes are
What the
totally
difference
different.
is, yeah,
the
absolutely.
vibes are totally like Idaho shows. They turn up out there, bro.
I can't even.
It's
It's so hard to
crazy.
think of Idaho and turning up.
What is
honestly.
crazy that he says that because we had another guest, Leak 3. He came on and
Oh
said,
yeah.
Yeah.
he literally said, he fucks up Idaho so heavy
Yeah,
because
bro,
he
that's
goes
just
out there and he does a show or does anything, they fuck with him back. Like
Yeah.
and I was like, that's crazy. You wouldn't think that, but then I guess like a smaller, state would like they want to put their energy and stuff so they
You
can
say
get
something
people.
with it like it being a college state with like Boise.
Boise, yeah,
Yeah.
at least.
College is a Boise. Is it
Yeah.
college city? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boise is
Boise.
a hell of a college city.
They,
Yeah.
they got a venue out there called the Shredder. They got like a little
Shredder.
mini ramp in there too.
That's tough.
like,
Going
niggas will be in there
crazy.
skating.
Shredding that
You go
concrete gnar.
Literally, you can skate
That's
like while
hard.
people are doing the show. Like I'm out there with Ferrari to open for Craig Zinn, right? And like that was like my first taste of like
That's tough.
that shit. And I was like, yo, this is
That
Damn.
sounds hard.
They
We
get
need
down
one of
at
those
it.
here,
This
man.
is crazy. It's
You skate
crazy.
too, right? Yeah, okay. So we get you rapping and skateboarding at the same time.
That's hard,
Shit,
bro.
Anything that's like, I call them the you versus you activities. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of things that I gravitate to. I
Oh, where you
feel
have to
like-
challenge yourself.
Yeah, bro. Like I feel like that's most creatives in terms
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like their mindset. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, skateboarding, it's like it's a lot of things. It's therapeutic. It's
Of course.
it's challenging. It's
Very yeah.
it teaches you multiple lessons that you can just apply to different areas of life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As the multiple like different
Mhm.
disciplines that people engage in, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's like the joy of finding things that bring you joy is being able to translate what you learn from them to other things in life.
Yeah,
And I feel
absolutely.
like that's something that is like super applicable to, especially with like transferring that to music or just like any other hardship where
Yeah, skateboarding.
damn
is-
you're falling and
Yeah, exactly.
having to
You have to
get back
you
up,
have
you
to
know
get
what I'm
back up
saying?
and
Yeah.
do it again
Yeah.
until
Right.
you master, not even master, but like land that one thing
Yeah.
that you want to do.
being able to say that you've done it
Exactly.
is enough.
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
You worked for it. You worked
Yeah.
towards it. You had something concrete that you set out to do.
Yeah.
And you worked for it and you did it and
Yeah.
nothing feels better.
That shit
than
builds character.
that.
No,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I sucked at
Absolutely.
skateboarding because I hated falling, bro.
Yeah. for
But
sure.
I kept doing it.
Mhm.
I can't even get on a skateboard, but all my inspiration comes from skateboard culture. Just
Yeah.
because we would always hear stories about my dad skateboarding with his best friend. We actually had him on the podcast, which was crazy. Battle Dog. His name is Battle Dog, and like we would hear these stories growing up. And I love Tony Hawk. Like I love the games and stuff. And then I didn't really realize until maybe 2017 that skateboarding had such an impact on me without me ever really being on a skateboard.
Right.
Right.
Because street culture revolves around like hip hop to me was like kids on skateboards and stuff. Like Kick Push had come out, and that was like a big
Yeah.
thing for me transcending into hip hop music. Was like Lupe Fiasco. That was like the introduction for me.
For sure.
And then from there it was just like Japanese street culture. A lot of these guys.
Big on skating. bro.
Yeah, they love
Big
it.
on
I
skating.
talked about it too.
good,
I
yeah.
met my favorite
They're running
skater.
shit now.
Yeah,
They're so good, bro.
They're just and
They're
they,
so good.
the thing about Japanese culture too is that if you are not good in school, they'll figure out what you're good at and then capitalize on what you're good at. And they literally open schools for kids to go skateboard now. Or if you're not good at that, if you like drawing, they'll put you in art school at a very young age, like in elementary.
Right.
And you'll just get your basic studies, your basic knowledge stuff out, and you don't have to worry about anything. And when I saw that, and I literally seen kids skateboarding all day out there, and I was like, that's so crazy because when we went, that was nothing. Like there was no culture for it. And then Yuta Horigami came out,
Yo,
just boom.
Boom.
monster.
Going crazy.
Not even
Yeah.
Yuto. It was like there was two others that got silver and gold. The
Yeah.
females.
But
And they
Yuta was
just-
like,
Yeah, he
that
was
was
winning-
the
he was running the
because that was
streets.
before the Olympics. He was just winning everything.
Yeah, he was.
Right. So
Yeah.
at that point, he's created a brand around himself and in the country of Japan, and then that gave more people eyes on what they're doing.
Right.
Right.
Inspired.
In a positive light.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
'Cause I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, we know it spawns, or I should say, has like the stigma of rebel culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Going
I-
against the rules.
yeah. I think it's been dope to see, kind of like the societal shift in acceptance
Yeah.
for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's a cool thing to see it.
Karen's yelling at you, "But you
Embraced
can't
more.
skate here."
Like
Yeah.
we talked about it on that Battle Dog episode on like how they got skateboarding in the Olympics and shit now. And all
Yeah.
this shit, right?
It's
It's,
insane.
it's crazy now. It's
It's an Olympic sport now.
Yeah, it's an Olympic sport.
That's
now,
which is
right?
insane, yeah.
And he was talking about like he didn't know if he was really fucking with it like that because he came from that.
Right.
that rebel culture
Right.
type shit, right? So he was like, I don't know.
It's crazy. Like, I listen to like Tony Hawk's podcast and shit like
Yeah.
that, right? So like, they've like discussed from like kind of, I could say, like an old head perspective,
Yeah.
of like being that deep in it and then seeing once again
What
like
it is
circling
now.
back to the roots and like how it started, and then seeing what it is now, and like I guess you could say like I don't know, the mixed emotions that the mixed range of emotions that
Absolutely.
all those
Yeah,
people are gonna have, like seeing it go from something that was supposed to just signify like, you know what I'm saying, pure rebellion and,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like
Screw
a
your
certain
rules.
way of
And then,
life,
right.
and now turning into some type of mainstream
Yeah, I get-
Yeah.
outlet, you know,
some may
with,
feel
as the
that it's
Olympics, you know.
gentrified in a way.
No, that's
In a
absolutely
sense,
that's a
yeah.
good way to put it.
Yeah.
Battle Dog was definitely talking in a perspective of an old head
Yeah.
for type shit for sure. Absolutely, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know. Like, you can also say, what's the flip side on that, right? Like,
Yeah.
the positive perspective is now you don't have little kids like
Rebelling.
I want to be. No, I just mean like now I want to be an Olympic skateboarder.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's a cool goal for
Yeah.
Yeah.
a kid to have. I think you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like,
But
that's
yeah,
fire.
I was
wanna
like,
be
even
an
then,
Olympic
there's
skateboarder.
X Games, there's the Do Tour and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah, I thought that was still dope. I didn't think that was.
Yeah, no,
You
there's
know?
always something to work for, but like
For sure.
when you finally provide something that's more of a world
It's
type thing,
international. Yeah, it's
the
international.
fact that you're representing your country is much bigger, and the fact that there's kids out there that are like, you know, I can skateboard and represent something now. This
Right.
is
at,
like
at a high level.
at a high level.
Yeah.
There's a
At
high level for it now,
and be internationally recognized.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fire.
Absolutely,
and that's just like
crazy.
that just goes to show where we're at with our generations. You know, like we were told not to play games and stuff as kids, and now you got kids making millions on games,
Right.
You know, and just imagine if we ever had outlets like that and our parents were able to see that, right? But now it's just I think it's our time for us that are people in the middle of the generation that seen both sides for us to push things like that. It's like, go follow what you want, go and do what you need, and make sure to have the inspiration behind it, because growing up, a lot of us probably didn't have as much inspiration as they should have now with the power of the internet, right?
Of course.
So-
you know, even when it comes to like content creation, right? Like
Yeah.
watching shit on YouTube, like damn, I want to do that. It's like it's so easy to do all that shit now. Now you got a phone.
Yeah.
Like then you had to get a camera, you had to do this and that, and
Yeah.
and now you got like a
You can do everything on your phone.
literally right
Ease
on
of
your phone. Now.
accessibility.
Yeah.
The
You know what I'm
accessibility
saying?
is
Yeah.
crazy now.
Got
Yeah.
Yeah,
supercomputer in your pocket.
yeah,
Yeah, shoot shit in 4K
Yeah.
in your
it's
pocket.
crazy.
So crazy.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Like you seen those kids making beats on their phones on
Yeah.
like one of
Yeah.
those free.
In like a
Yeah.
minute
and,
too.
like,
They just be like,
going crazy.
FL Studio Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
man,
Like,
this
it's-
shit
it's
is.
there.
Is that free?
It's there.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's like
hell no, it's not.
$15, bro.
Oh, I was
But
about
like,
to say.
like think about it, bro. The entry cost.
15 bucks
$15
is nothing.
That
15 bucks
bro. That barrier
life.
is minimal.
Right.
for
know
life,
what
or
I'm
is it a
saying?
subscription?
Just like to download the app, so I'm unsure.
So
It's like-
15 bucks.
Yeah,
Just-
but like just
Right.
to have that, bro. If you're a kid and that's the first thing that
Yeah.
it sparks your interest, you know what I'm saying, that you then choose to
Yeah.
nurture, like, bro, a $15 like point of
Yeah,
entry is insane.
absolutely.
I've been using
That barrier is
BandLab.
minimal.
Yeah. They
Damn,
even
that's
I
free.
didn't use it bad.
they even got the Akai NPC things
Yeah.
right on the app now on your iPad that you can do some shit
Oh,
on
really?
too. Yeah, it's
Little
pretty
drum
cool.
machines app, yeah,
Drum
shit's
machines
easy,
and
bro.
shit like that is
That's
crazy,
crazy,
man.
super
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, speaking of that, bro, you're also a producer. Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So like, I started producing around the time that like I moved to Florida, right? So like, speaking of video games, like
Mhm.
I've always been heavy on video games. One of my favorite ways to like waste time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
yeah, yeah,
Of
yeah.
course,
But it's a
of
fun
course,
waste
Yeah,
of
yeah.
time.
absolutely.
I love that shit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So like, when I moved to Florida, I was trying to have like a different mindset. So I'm like, I'm gonna kick the PlayStation to the curb, kick the Xbox to the curb. Told my little sister she could have that shit. I'm like, I'm gonna learn to make beats instead. Like the time that I was spent playing video games, I
Right.
was gonna hop on FL Studio, figure that shit out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want
Self-taught, huh?
Yeah, I want to get into something like
Yeah.
a little more creative. So, I started like figuring that shit out in my spare time in Florida, and then like the whole 2-3 years I was out there, I was like working on that. So by the time that like I got back here, I was like set, and then I actually made like all the beats on my first project that I put out and shit like that.
Okay.
Produced like a couple singles and stuff like that for myself. Produced some singles for some other people as well along the way, and it's something that I do more for like my own creative expression now.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Nice,
I
yeah.
find myself producing stuff that I wouldn't necessarily rap over. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or stuff that like I'm doing for myself to kind of convey more of an emotion
Yeah.
out that I can't necessarily get across with like the words. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Absolutely.
it's different. So
Yeah.
there's some shit that I'll make just to play and listen to. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like here and there I'll cook some shit up or cook some shit up with some of the homies. You know what I'm saying? Or like throwing a drum pattern here and there on some shit or switch some shit up. You know what I'm saying? But like for me, my main benefit of like learning to produce was like learning the language. Right.
Of course.
So like talking to an engineer, I wouldn't have any conflicts. I know the proper terminology, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if I have an idea in my head, I can get it across. You know what I'm saying? Like exactly how I want it. I don't have to necessarily describe like
How
I hear it this way, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like I can literally get it directly across. So like that's been a crazy benefit for me, but like I'll still pick up the bass or play the keys here and there. You know what I'm saying?
man, it's a
But,
little
like,
all around then.
yeah, like
Yeah, okay.
it's you know what I'm saying? Like it's a little more expressive for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But I've been thinking about cooking some shit up.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do a project here soon.
Yeah.
Again, where I've produced everything on it because it's been a while since I've done that. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I definitely want to do. I have it on the list, but that is definitely in my bag of tricks.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did you learn how to play the keys yourself and the
Yeah.
bass yourself?
Yeah.
That's sick.
So
Shit's
I was
complex,
gifted
man.
I was gifted the bass by my coworker like
Oh, really?
a couple of years ago. And like
Just-
he was doing music and shit like that and had kids and stuff like that and it was just like life is
That's so sick.
life is life and you know what I'm saying? I feel like you'll use this more than me, so here you go. And I was like, damn, bro,
That's dope.
really sick, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's a special little
Yeah.
instrument for me. So it's
Playing the bass
dope.
would be sick, bro.
Yeah, it's a dope.
You
It's,
start
That is
Playing any instrument, I'm sure,
Yeah.
is so crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
once that shit clicks, it's game over.
So envious
You
of
know,
people
you
that
just
are
same.
capable and regularly talented of
Going
doing so.
crazy with it.
I thought it would be like growing up. I thought it'd be kind of easy to learn. Then
Yeah.
I started to realize
No,
I can't use my left hand the way I think I can use my left hand.
Bro.
And then I feel like Jalen Brown, dude. I'm like I can't do
Oh,
anything.
it's hard, man.
Yeah.
Like figuring out two different rhythms too.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
and anything.
And
that you
then
have to do,
singing
same
on
with
top of
drums.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
And trying to sing, because I took guitar lessons when I was younger. And granted, I'm not, like, don't get me wrong, I can play a couple songs. I hardly remember any of the chords.
Right.
When I tried to sing a song, I was like, wait, when do I start? Hold on. And I couldn't get it for some
Yeah.
reason. My brain just couldn't, like,
Yeah.
make it make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the timing is crazy.
Yeah.
The timing is crazy. I first like ran into that when like I was learning drums in high school, bro.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute, hold up.
Let me slow down.
This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
it's weird how like that can translate. Like I couldn't comfortably play anything and perform over it. Like how Adam does, watching Adam Banks do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like I'm
Crazy.
Like, how the
I'm
fuck?
chilling on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
No,
watched
for
it
real.
live.
I'm
We were
good on
sitting
all
here
that,
like,
bro.
man, like I was just usually if someone can like play an instrument, they can just play the instrument, right? And then he was just like singing. He went through the first part of it. So when we recorded, he went through the first part of it perfect.
Yeah.
And I was like, no retakes or anything. And he's like, nah, let's do another one. I'm like, for real? Like you just
Yeah.
played it all the way through
Yeah.
perfectly, and you said redo it, and that's just like the engineer in him. He's like, I missed something,
Right.
but we didn't. And I was like, man, like it's
the
not
way
even
that
just
it
like,
sounded.
Yeah.
It was flawless to
Yeah.
me. Right. That shit.
Bro's got an ear. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Bro, he goes crazy with it, man.
yeah. But I want to go into before you started writing and like getting into the music stuff. So, did you have like inspiration before that really got you to push into it?
I wouldn't say there was like anything that necessarily made me pursue it out nothing in particular.
Yeah.
I want to say, right?
Okay.
Like, no main event or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I guess I could pin it down to my grandma had expressed that like she had wanted me to do something musically, you know what I'm saying? In some sense when I was younger. And like she was one of my favorite people, right? So like
Yeah.
she passed away when I was like 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? So like That may have been like one of the main catalysts in terms of me, I would say, like considering, you know what I'm saying, that being like my creative outlet. But in terms of being drawn to music, I've always been like drawn to music.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like since I was a little kid, I've got stories of my mom telling me I'm listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I'm saying? Like going crazy. TLC going crazy.
Going crazy, tell them.
Music videos on loop, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, 90s baby, you know what I'm saying? So, like, just growing up on a whole bunch of music and shit. And then, like, I don't know. I've always had a love for, like, hip-hop.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where it would, like, really start from. You know what I'm saying? In that sense. And, like, an appreciation for, I would say, like, the mainstays or the staples of hip hop, right? So like lyricism is something that like really attracted me to like the sport aspect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the intricacies of like being able to translate an idea with words or like paint a picture with words or like all of the different ways that that's even possible. So just like the endless possibility of playing with words was like, I guess what really attracted me to it. I've always liked poetry, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. All my creative writing classes in school were always like when I had a really good time. All the art shit, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not a good like visual artist. Visual mediums are not my bag at all. I love looking at shit that people can whip
Of
up.
course.
Like, you know what I'm saying, graffiti, like any canvas, you know what I'm saying. Like that shit's incredible to me. So like the creative stuff is always draw me in that sense. So like same thing, just hip hop being so rooted in like things like street culture, and I would say like its roots in pop culture.
Yeah.
And like I just gravitated towards like what it is, what it was, what it represents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I realized like I think I could do this. And so if I'm going to try it, I'm going to try it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To like my fullest potential, at least in that moment, in this moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to have that mentality in every moment.
Right.
At this time in life, I'm going to try this at the highest level possible.
You can,
and see where that gets me. You know what I'm saying? And part of like, I would say like the consistency aspect of that kind of gives you a little more confidence or lets you be like a little more comfortable with the process and the pursuit along the way. But I think I would say like short answer, right? Yeah, the lyricism and like the love for hip hop itself is
of
probably
course.
what brought me into taking a stab at it.
Yeah.
Because I had the feeling that if I go for it, I think I could do it at a high level.
Yeah.
A high
for
enough
sure.
level where I'm not for anyone else, but like a high enough level where like I'm satisfied with my interpretation and what I'm putting out in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think it could be quality, and then I would say what kept me there is the experiences of like actually just trying something. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
finding something to try. So I'm glad
That's
it was that I gravitated.
That's the beauty of music, man. So many things that you can do with music. You know, storytelling, just going crazy, stupid dummy on some shit, you know, catching a vibe in different ways. And there's so many ways that you can express yourself musically, right? Whether it's like producing or writing or, you know, wordplay is one of those things where like you got it like that, you know. If you know the ones that I'm talking about, man, like and it can mean different things to everybody. Like J. Cole, bro, is for me like how he plays with words, and how he can story tell. Definitely up there, right? But then it's different from something like a Drake. Like he can play with words, right?
He's more of a vibe.
He's more of like the vibe, you know. So no, absolutely, man.
But he has that in his bag as well.
Yes, he still
You know what I'm
does,
saying?
right?
So
at
like,
the same time.
And I think I think that's another like a necessary qualification necessary qualification for like artists nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Is to kind of have that
Like
diversity.
versatility.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Of
saying?
course,
like
absolutely.
where you can curate a vibe that is just a vibe, or you can showcase
Some
you know what I'm
wordplay.
saying? Yeah, like where you accelerate in a certain element of
Because Drake has some
hip-hop
crazy
and-
wordplay.
For
you gotta
sure.
you gotta find that balance in your own, right? You gotta find that
Exactly.
balance
in
in your own.
though.
in
Like,
your
you know what I'm
own.
saying? Like in your
Exactly.
own.
Who you
like,
are, yeah.
Right.
bro. Like I don't. I feel like that's like a main conflict that a lot of people had with like the whole Young Thug sound like coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like this. It doesn't sound traditional. It doesn't check these boxes. It's not. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it checks those boxes.
Now
dog.
it now
Like,
it
you know
does.
what I'm
It's
saying?
like
It
almost
checks those boxes.
Yeah.
it's normal now. Maybe when you heard Thug
Thug was
Seven-
barring his
7,
ass
8
off,
years
son.
ago.
No, Thug was.
You know,
he was saying some shit.
he was
though.
saying
You
some
know what I'm
shit.
saying?
And now, and once again, we never heard it before, so it's a little hard to understand.
Right.
That's the
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
But he was saying some
But
shit.
once
was saying
again,
some shit.
But like that's a vibe. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like it's like you said, finding it in your own. Like
Right.
I don't think anyone should ever do anything creative for
Somebody else.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like never
In a
that.
sense.
Yeah, never
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying? Like never that. The appreciation from other people is appreciated.
Of
Right.
course.
Of course, you know what I'm
Of
saying? Like
course.
that's a dope bonus. But like at the end of the day, like it's for me
Yeah.
Right.
in multiple different
Music's
ways,
in a
you know what I'm
crazy
saying?
spot right now too. I don't. Have you guys been seeing what James Blake has said?
Yeah. About the
How it's commercial. So like basically, Vince Staples said this shit on a podcast too. Where he was like, so bro asked him. He said, so music industry's fucked. He said, yeah, it's been fucked since Michael turned white.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
Absolutely.
He said, he said, when did Spotify come out? 2009, whatever.
Mhm.
But he's just simply saying like these artists are not getting paid for the creativity and their music, like musical talent from the labels, from Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, this and the third.
Yeah.
And James Blake was saying the other day is that, do you want to get paid for good music or do you want to just get what you're getting, which is TikTok go viral commercial music,
Right.
and then AI music's going to start getting popular and shit like that. I think it's in a really weird spot because it's hurting the people that are actually talented
Yeah.
because they want to create and make beautiful things, but they want to get paid for what they're worth. in
They want to be
reality.
compensated for
Yeah.
their value.
Yeah, so I just think it was just like it's a tough spot that it's in. How do you feel about it, especially with not being, coming up as well, you know what I mean, as an artist and not necessarily having that issue, I guess.
Right.
But to say if you were, how,
my perspective on it, like
Yeah.
it's a hard balance, right? You know what I'm saying? In a sense, you're kind of forced to feel like you have to compromise your creative integrity. You know what I'm saying?
it's the worst.
And what creative wants to do that? You know what I'm
Nobody,
saying?
yeah,
Right.
no
So,
creative wants to
and,
do that.
And it's kind of like it's a shitty scale that you kind of have to weigh your options on.
Right.
And any situation that you're put in where I feel like it can inhibit creativity, it's going to affect the end product. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
And that's the last thing that you want is to, I would say, like, translate your ideas in an unintended way because it's a bad way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I feel like that's a product that you have to sit with and be like, damn, that's
on.
on me. You
Yeah,
know what
like
I'm
I have
Right.
to.
That's-
Yeah.
that's
Do I
completely
want to
on
go?
me? This is out there in the world in that compromised state. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like because of decisions I've made. I don't ever want to be in a position where I feel like I have to compromise like my creative integrity
Yeah.
or creative control for
Right.
more exposure. I guess it's kind of weird if you're in like a certain age range as well where you didn't necessarily grow up with the TikTok in hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yep.
And the desire to put yourself out there
Right.
consistently, content wise, as far as like the social media era
Yeah.
now. Like that's part of the game now. The game has changed. Like
Yeah.
going to the Spotify streams, you know what I'm saying? Artists have never really, musical artists have never really been like in control of like their money. You know what I'm saying?
In
Or
a
what
sense.
is supposed to be
Their
their
money.
money. So
Yeah.
like the model of just how that's manipulated, like it's just changed and it's
That's so
something
tough.
you have to be aware of. So I guess the goal would be to like focus your attention in a place where you could like maintain complete control over your musical journey.
Yep.
And then I guess the compromise there is that obviously takes more time. Right.
Yep.
So let's say that's a 10-year, 15-year grind versus the let's
make this
get you-
viral.
right, exactly.
Right, yep.
And then garner attention from
And sell
so
your-
and so, and then now you're locked into this for X amount, and then
Selling yourself
opportunity,
short.
right? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it's like that also may not be selling yourself short, because also if that's the right move for you, you
That's
know what
what
I'm
you
saying?
want,
Like,
yeah.
and seeing the conversation shift as far as like the music industry over time from independent, sign a label, independent,
Yep.
sign it's
Yep.
it's at the end of the day, it's like what's your goal?
Right,
You know
what's
what
the
I'm
end
saying?
goal
Because
personally?
if signing to a label is something that's going
You
to
wanna
work
do,
for
yeah.
you, and then that's something that, you know, if you're trying to go superstar route, it's going to be hard to get there. But if that's your end goal.
Yeah.
If your end goal is to be able to live comfortably with 10,000 quote unquote real fans that 10%, 15% of buy your merchandise every drop and will pack out a venue
Very cool,
for you
yeah.
every time you go to your state, then
Then
chilling
That's-
with
yeah.
my 500,000 monthly listeners.
It's
You know
like
what I'm
you-
saying?
yeah,
So it's
you
like,
almost-
what's the end goal?
You almost gotta like pick your poison. It's pros and cons to everything. You know,
For
either
sure. No,
either
100%,
side you
100%.
go.
Yeah.
Right. So it's you definitely gotta choose that route to how it fits you. Right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Always.
I think there should just be authenticity in your decisions.
Yeah,
Is all it is. You know what I'm saying?
There's the music industry has been a waging war as far as not just music but entertainment in general,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
now we're in a place where you can be solely independent and make money off what you do
Yeah.
because social media is giving you a platform.
Yep.
I was watching this like they did like a 30-minute talk about why artists are not signing right now to big labels, and the only reason now people need to sign to big labels is so the labels can provide an outlet like getting on the Billboard Top 100.
And market.
Yeah. That's
And
what
market.
E-Rock was saying.
Yeah.
E-Rock was saying
So-
the same shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, was he?
Yeah. So, and like I was watching it and then they were explaining it and I was like, okay. And then we had E-Rock on. He was talking about it. And E-Rock's
Yeah.
been a staple in the Utah community as far as
For sure.
musicians, you know.
Right.
He's worked in and out of everyone that was coming up at the time as long as he was on 92, you know.
He's goated.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
goes so crazy.
But yeah, for now, it's just like creating an artist that's coming up knows that they don't need to have an end goal of being signed because that was everyone's end goal maybe
At
15
one point,
years
yeah,
ago.
like 2000s
Right.
for sure. Like
2000s, you had to get signed. There was
You
no
get signed.
was-
Yeah.
You want the radio hit. You want my song playing in the clubs. Like you wanted all that.
Yeah, but now you don't need that. Now
You
you
don't.
have. Now you can have your 10,000 fans on the internet, and as long as they're there, you can ride this out for as long as you can. As long as you keep producing the music that you've been producing, they're gonna follow, and that's
Right.
that's the beauty of like the internet in itself.
That's crazy.
Right.
Is that you can create something, and then you will never see these 10,000 faces ever, 100,000 faces really ever, and really know who these people are, right? And then eventually, they're just gonna. That's where you have to be as a creative nowadays. Is that us running a clothing brand? You know, you as a musician, we just have to create that fan base, the cult culture in a way that is going to follow
No,
who you
absolutely.
are. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of goes back to what we were touching on when we first we were talking about accessibility.
yeah.
You know, back then we were on Dat Piff and all
Dat
these other
Piff,
places,
Hot
like
New
R.I.P.
Hot
Dat
New
Piff.
Mixtape.
hip hop,
Yeah.
and you know all these different places to
Yeah.
find new music and all these other artists, all these new undiscovered artists at the time.
Yeah.
Now you can click on someone's story, like damn that song's hard,
yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
and
Go
now
right to it.
it's right to it. Now,
Yeah,
now
right
you,
there.
you know now it's just right there.
That's what was dope about like I don't know, just like the regression of accessibility, right?
Yeah.
Like the whole SoundCloud
Mm-hmm.
era in the
SoundCloud era
first
gone
place,
crazy.
right? Like
Yeah.
that's accessibility in a couple different ways. Like
Mhm.
accessibility in terms of like for a user experience, bro, the days of just letting shit play and finding a new
Just
artist.
random
because
shit, yeah,
just
playing.
on
Yeah.
fire
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
crazy, bro. No one's doing that now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'd be
like,
doing
no,
that.
like right, but like
Yeah. I
not
hear
as
you.
it's not as common, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
a lot of people like discovered artists that way.
They don't like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and new music. Now people don't like to deviate from like what they know.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Absolutely.
I've
But-
realized
but
that,
that's
bro.
because like there's a fight for people's attention so much on the internet. on a
Exactly.
daily basis.
Short
Like,
form.
that you have to earn it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In a sense, is like
It
it's
is
really
crazy.
what it is. Where there you were open to more of the idea of like discovery.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So like it's it's an interesting like I don't know. It's an interesting parallel or
No,
contrast that we
absolutely.
have, you know what
It
I'm
is.
saying?
I think a lot of creatives should do that though in reality, where like the act of discovering is like a beautiful concept, because I feel like I've been bitching at myself as of recently because I feel like I suck at learning now because I haven't been in like school, or I haven't been able to like I suck at like learning or studying or like learning new
Right.
things, and it's just been pissing me off. And so like I've been slowly just like trying to slow things down when I listen to music. Okay, what sound is that? Or what is he saying? What are these words? And like,
Right.
and what's the pitch? What is the tone? And I've been just trying to like teach myself those things
Right.
because like I've just haven't been able to like learn anything,
Differentiate.
you know,
Right.
and differentiate anything. And I've just been stuck. And I'm fucking 26, man. And I feel like I suck at learning, which is a horrible thing to say.
Right.
Everyone goes through it though, and it's just it's a coming of age, you know, and the coming of technology.
Yeah,
first of
that
all.
Coming of
Dude.
technology
The first-
is what
like,
it is.
The one thing is that we were playground kids, you know, we were outdoors, you know, we had our bikes on the lawn, we had whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then when we also saw the transition of the internet, we were also the
part of
first of MySpace,
Right.
You know,
Yep.
we were the first of Top 8, we were the first on the HTMLs,
First
we were
on
the
the-
music,
The
YouTube,
webcams,
yeah.
the
YouTube
you know,
and
all
all
that
of it.
shit.
Yeah,
Right.
we were the first on that, and you know, to say that it is harder to learn now is because we're not. It's sometimes looking at it as like sometimes we're not wanting to learn what it is, and because if you humans are crazy. The fact that we're able to adapt and do stuff like no other mammal on this earth, right? The way we can do things, right? And all you have to do is want to learn it. That's the difference. Is that it may seem difficult because baby didn't want to learn it, but once you start getting into it, man, you can learn something in like 8 hours now. You can learn a new
Absolutely.
language
Shout out
overnight.
to YouTube tutorials.
Yeah,
Yeah, YouTube
Absolutely.
University,
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
That discovery era that we were just talking about, man,
Yeah.
is crazy. Like, you know, when you put me on the Wiz, how I discovered Mac Miller, and then not only that, now that I found out about Wiz, now I'm going through every single Wiz Khalifa YouTube
Yep.
on his going through his
Yep.
Wiz Khalifa
The deep
YouTube
dive.
channel, going through
Yeah.
that deep
Yep.
dive, finding Mac Miller, finding Currency, finding all these
Yep.
other,
There we
you know,
go.
finding
Yeah.
all these other artists, and then diving into their shit, and you know,
just opens a fucking
just like-
big ass
it's
thing
just
you didn't
like
even know
this whole
existed.
other thing.
Yeah.
It's just
That
like,
was
whoa,
and that was crazy because that was
this is
me.
crazy.
That was me at like 16 years old when I was
Right.
telling you to do that stuff. I literally was telling
Yeah,
Google
I
at
was-
6. I was 16 years old and I was in college for computer science. I I got my GED and my parents said, you got to go to school still. And I said, okay. I'm like, all right. So what I wasn't doing anything at school. I was learning new shit on the internet. I was
Right.
seeing who all these artists were coming out.
Crazy.
I went to Currency's first show at 17 years old when he first came here. And I was like, you know, like seeing that all happen too is like discovery of music, and then seeing the artists that you discovered in person is like, man, that's just fucking crazy. And then the fact that you keep going and going and going because man, also the 2010s were kind of amazing. The early 2010s was
Like
amazing as far as
YouTube and music.
yeah.
Oh my god.
YouTube and music were like this.
YouTube, like Vivo, the
Yeah,
Vivo
Vivo,
days.
yeah.
The Vivo days,
Bro.
bro. And you're just going through a rat hole, bro.
Kanye West, Run This Town music video, going fucking dummy. I remember watching that video with Rihanna, and I was like, wow, like this
Yeah.
shit is
That shit
crazy.
is crazy. Yeah, the cinematography in that is
Yeah,
insane.
bro, it goes so crazy, right? And it's just like
2010s, I think we were spoiled with
It just
such good music.
opens
bro.
your mind
Like there was The Weeknd, there's
completely.
Nostalgia Ultra, there's fucking Acid Rap, there's fucking
yeah,
Camp fucking by Childish Gambino. There was just a
Yeah.
bunch of shit where like you were watching one video and you somehow got to like
To
the
the
other
next
one.
one, to the
Yeah,
other
and
one.
it's just like what the
yeah, man.
Back,
so
back when
much.
YouTube had the fire algorithm.
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
Now
Yeah.
Now it's like
Absolutely.
you watch one video and it's like Mr. Beast. You know, it's like all
Mr.
these
Beast.
And no, hey,
absolutely.
No,
No,
Mr.
but-
Beast. We want
Bros.
hey.
Hey,
You
it's-
need it if you need anybody.
But it's true though. It's like that's where the algorithm's at now. It's like who are the top hitters? Who has the most subs? Right? Back in the day, you listen to one song, it's gonna take you to a song similar. Right,
Algorithm was actually algorithming
Yeah.
Exactly.
back then.
It was doing its job.
to your
Yeah.
to your
your taste.
personals,
Yeah.
to your
Yeah.
personal
Taste.
taste.
Now it's
right?
listening too hard. Like you may think like, oh man, I need body wash. Then boom, the body wash on top of
Body
your
wash.
screen is like,
Yep.
crazy.
bro,
Commercial.
I didn't even say it out loud.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
Oh,
Man.
Shout out to the Neuralink. Sometimes.
Oh my God, bro.
No, man, for reals though. I mean, while we're on that topic, you talked a little about you said Bone Thugs, you're saying TLC. I wanna ask you about, right before you started taking music seriously, who were you listening to at the time? The only reason why I ask is because you got a unique style. Your flow and everything
you,
is not like the rest. So I just wanted to ask, who were you tapping in with?
I've always listened to like a lot of people, but like specifically, I would say when I realized, I guess, like what kind of lane I wanted to go in, like, bro, it's like my favorite artist, Aesop Rock.
Going
Right.
crazy.
So like that man's vocabulary
Mm-hmm.
is insane, bro.
Right.
His storytelling ability is insane,
Mm-hmm.
bro. You know what
Lisa
I'm saying?
Rocky 2000.
No, but like the way that this man like plays with words
Mhm.
is like crazy, bro.
Not ASAP Rocky.
Oh.
It's
No,
ASAP.
Aesop Rock.
Yeah,
A-E-S-O-P.
ASAP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
same era though.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
around
was it
he had
really?
come out
Yeah.
2013.
Bro,
It was like
Aesop Rock's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
Aesop
long-
Rock.
he was out at the
Right.
same time, but it was
A
just getting
long
overshadowed
time,
with what
bro.
everyone was doing
a
after
long
the
time.
Kendrick and all those
Aesop
guys.
Rock was out like way before
Yeah.
Aesop Rocky, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Never heard, I've
Tap
never heard.
in, check him
Bro,
out.
never
You
heard.
Fuck with him.
A goat, like one
Yeah.
of my favorite artists, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been working with like a producer named Blacc
Mhm.
for like his past couple projects and stuff like that. And like, bro, New York niggas, bro, like just
Uh-huh.
nasty with it. But like his pen is disgusting, bro. Like
Mhm.
disgusting. So he's one of like my favorite artists, bro,
Okay.
in terms of like the words, And then
Mhm.
like Lil Wayne's up there, what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
like a solid
Fucking Lil Wayne.
top two for me. And then like I got a weird kind of top five. Like she can swap out, or people are there for like different reasons. You
Of
know what I'm
course.
saying? But, like,
Absolutely.
they're two who are always in there. Big Crit's one.
Big Crit was going
goes
crazy that time too.
crazy.
No.
Yeah.
That's because of like he's a man of many hats. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So like
Mhm.
once again, I appreciate the ability to be able to like produce your own shit,
Yeah.
mix your own shit,
Mhm.
record your own shit, write your own shit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like he's one of my favorites for like one of those reasons, and then
Yeah.
like Tech Nine for like his business acumen. You know what I'm saying? In terms
Yeah.
of like,
Mhm.
and same thing for Aesop Rock. Like, bro, they're independent music artists. They've been doing this for 15, 20 years plus,
Right.
and like are stable and still growing in their craft
Right.
and like independent.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's the long game versus the give me the bag earlier, the
Yeah.
lucky
Absolutely.
signing, or the virality way. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like
Right.
anything like that. So like I've always been like inspired more so by like the people who really know how to like fuck up some
Go
bars,
crazy.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Fuck up
absolutely.
some bars. But like I also like I listen to a lot of different shit. So I know that sometimes music is like just a vibe too. So like
Subjective.
I
and
want
how
to
you
be able
feel.
to like swing all over the place and like also not box myself in,
Mhm.
right? Like so in terms of like an emotion I want to convey, or like
Yeah.
a sound, or like content, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I want you to be able to expect like I'm a person, I'm multi-layered, I'm multifaceted, you know.
He said
what I'm
multi.
saying? Like,
Hello.
No,
So-
I
so
get
like-
that. I get that.
so like I as we all have, like
Right.
we've been through a lot of different things in life. So
Yep.
like my music is gonna have different sounds, and I
course.
gravitate towards artists who have different sounds
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like
Absolutely.
are just good at conveying, you know what I'm saying, like what they excel at. Like
Yeah.
once again at like the highest level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mac Miller was really good
Waterplay.
at doing that.
Oh yeah.
Mac
And,
was
but
going
on top of that, he had
crazy.
the emotion behind
Yeah,
it too.
that's,
a
that's
thing.
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
like that
It's just
emotion.
that emotion. And,
Yeah.
and some of the he he's a vibe setter and shit.
For
Like,
sure.
that fool goes
Absolutely.
crazy.
His ability to convey emotion is like
he goes
yeah.
absolutely
yeah,
dummy
top
with
tier.
it. You
It's
know.
crazy.
While we're here, we normally ask this question to artists. So basically, it's you. It's your album, okay?
Going crazy. Let him
It's
know.
your album. You got one producer,
Mhm.
one rapper, and one singer that's on that bitch with you. Who are you choosing to create this album with?
Go crazy on them, please. Let's hear it.
And remember, you are whatever you want to be on this
You
album.
can. Yeah, you're
can
doing
be
whatever. You
whatever
can
you
sing,
want.
rap, whatever. But you just have those three with you,
Yeah,
and you're
just
just building a 14, 16 song tape. Just some fire, some heat.
Ooh, I'm excited for this.
One rapper,
One rapper, yeah,
one producer,
and then one singer.
one singer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. For the producer,
Yeah.
I gotta stay tapped in with my boy Wavely.
Wait,
Going
Oh,
crazy.
from here, yeah.
Okay.
I stay tapped
That's
in.
okay.
Going crazy. Tell them.
I think that'll go crazy. I think that'll go crazy. I think for me, the one rapper, bro, Vince Staples.
Okay.
Yeah.
That boy goes so crazy.
That shit
man.
would be
So
lit.
West Coast shit, okay?
That shit would be lit, bro.
Yeah.
To hop
Okay.
on that kind of vibe,
Okay.
that shit would be lit, bro.
North side.
North.
Yeah, that boy
That
goes
shit's
crazy.
so lit. Damn, bro. And then for a singer, okay, so like, damn, I'm stuck between two. So like, I'm gonna say
You can say
the
both.
one.
Same
Yeah,
both.
you can say
All
both.
right, so like, there's this girl. Her name's Yuna,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
Yuna.
I think I've heard.
I believe she is from Indonesia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I've heard her. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, bro! One of like my favorite voices
Mhm.
I've ever come across, bro.
Mhm.
Ever come across. And then there's this other girl. She's like mad underground, bro. Her name is Sava Sosa, and her
hard.
shit is super,
Yeah.
super saucy, bro. Super, super saucy. She used to go by Colada, and I discovered her in like the SoundCloud era, bro. Just when
Going
the
crazy.
algorithm was algorithm.
Yeah.
But like those are probably two of like my favorite female vocalists.
Okay.
For sure.
Going
for sure.
crazy with it,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
I think that would
So
be like,
Wavely, Vince
Yeah.
Staples,
Mhm.
and Yuna.
and Yuna.
Yeah.
Vince Staples
And
be
then Autumn
versatile as fuck too,
Yeah.
though. That food go crazy.
That's what I'm
Just-
saying, bro. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm like that's
I've
why
heard
that's
some
why
shit from him.
that's why I'm like Wavely, because like in my head I can hear him curating like
Mhm.
the kind of, because I know his versatility bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's it? Shout out to Ogden again, bro. Shout out to
Yeah.
Ogden nigga, bro.
Going
So like,
crazy.
so like yeah, I feel like he could curate like a crazy bag if I
Yeah.
could just like lock it with Vince. Yeah, that should be
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Vince Staples
Should be
be
crazy.
and be on that shit too.
Fire, bro.
I heard some EDM shit from him. You know, he be
Some
on
EDM shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does
Yeah,
some
bro,
EDM
he's
shit.
yeah,
It's pretty
fire.
like, bro. You gotta go.
What do you mean?
Like
bro?
some
He
EDM shit, bro.
some EDM shit. He's tapped in.
This fool be like
Bro,
producing
there-
EDM
there-
and then like
Dog, there's
rapping
a
over
song-
shit too.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh,
I don't. I forgot the name. Of, I forgot the name of the song, but I'm gonna play it for you after.
I'm a fan of Vince Staples. That's why I'm a little lost right now.
I'm gonna play that shit for
He's
you
on
after this.
He's on his Fred. He's on his Fred again. Yachty shit right now.
Dog, there's-
Oh my god! That's what Vince Staples is on.
No.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
I'm on.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Fred again and that Yachty song is going crazy.
No, Vince Staples in the EDM bag is
I'm
crazy.
gonna
There's,
really-
there's
yeah,
this song
I'ma
called
find it for you.
Mars and Venus. Mars and
Okay.
Venus that he's on, bro. Like,
Okay.
and he's doing like it's EDM, right? So like they're chopping his shit and like looping his shit a little
Okay.
bit, bro. But like just the vibe on that shit,
like house music
is
or what?
super fire. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Housey, right?
Okay.
But like, but
okay.
that's what
he
I'm
had a
saying,
song
right?
with
Like,
GTA, Good Times Ahead.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
dog. Like,
He went crazy.
I gotta tap back
Bro,
in.
no,
man.
I'm telling you.
That
Bro,
shit's hard.
shit's
You're
like-
gonna
Your
fuck with it.
SoundCloud's messed up right now. The algorithm's
You're
not
gonna fuck
catching
with it.
things.
Bro.
dog. But like that's what I'm saying, right? So like, I've listened to a lot of shit, bro. Like I was in an artist collective with
Mhm.
EDM niggas, bro. So
Right.
like all my EDM niggas are dope. I've made music with my EDM niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like we've co-produced shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like in that bag that I've rapped on too
Yeah.
in the EDM
Yup,
world. You know
yup,
what I'm
yup.
saying? So
Yeah.
like the versatility is there, bro. Like that's what I like about Vince. you
I
know?
love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
That's-
that. I would love to.
that's so
I would love to
down,
hear
man.
some house because there's this.
It's tough.
There's
You're gonna
another
fuck
shorty
with
that
it.
just came out with like a house song that's getting viral on like Instagram. I can't remember, bro, but I was watching it. They have like the mic. She's in like a neighborhood, and she's in a fucking cheetah print, and it's house music, and she's just spitting on that bitch, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking.
Yeah. I wanted to ask while we're on that too, if you had one song that you've made to kind of
yeah.
showcase you as an artist, what song would you suggest our listeners to listen to kind of get that full Blacc E experience?
Intro to Blackie.
Yeah,
Like
that
who?
intro.
You're the best song you could.
Right now I would probably say like Contact.
Mm.
Contact.
Yeah, probably Contact or PE.
Okay.
In terms of like what I love about music, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But then like some of my favorite songs are like probably Circles. You know what I'm saying? Or Island, just because like,
Going crazy.
excuse me, that's like some really vibey shit. Even my smoky shit, bro. Like Wedding Cake with Lane Cobain. You know what I'm saying? Like vibey shit. I like vibey shit, but like as far as like what I love to do, Contact, bro. That's just
That'd be like
barred
of
out,
who
bro.
you are. Yeah, like
that's
who
just
you are.
barred
Yeah.
out, bro.
One of my favorite songs about you is the one with you and Rory on that boom bap crazy fucking
5K?
Yo.
5K friction? Yeah, that shit's lit, bro.
That shit goes so crazy, bro.
A nigga can rap his ass off.
Bro, both of y'all, man, both of y'all were going dummy on that one.
It's dope. I like rapping with people who like, you know what I'm saying, push the pen a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like bar for bar,
Yeah. Bar for
I'm
bar,
trying to be
word for
like-
word.
right there with
When did
people,
you
know
when did
what
you
I'm
start
saying?
linking up with Rory? Was it, did you know Rory from before music type shit,
Probably,
or-
bro. Like we met through music, bro.
Met
Like,
through
I met
music,
like a
huh?
lot of the dope homies through music.
Yeah.
bro. Like so that's what's really like dope about the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I was saying earlier, the genuine relationships you can curate when
Build,
you're just
yeah.
like trying to do shit and build shit with people. So like,
Absolutely.
me and him met probably like 2018, bro.
When it was
think-
Vinny.
I think
Vinny
yeah,
Cassius.
bro.
Vinny
Yeah,
Cassius.
dog.
Yeah, that
So,
shit
like,
was.
yeah, 2018, bro. Like, and then like he's always been like a dope nigga, bro. Like
Yeah.
always showed me mad
Absolutely.
love. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Pulled me out to Ogden with him. Like my first show out in Ogden was with him opening for Ghostface, like at the Ogden Amphitheater.
Going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And so like that shit was like
That's crazy.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like I've always got
That's
like
tough.
always had mad love for him. So like we've always just been locked in.
Tapped
like,
in.
Yeah,
Shout
we
out
just,
Ferrari.
We just
Yeah,
click,
sure.
bro. Like that's the boy for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's just dope to, like I said, rap with people who push me creatively in like
Yeah.
different areas. That boils down to like the people I rap with and like the people I want to work with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the producers I work with, like everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I look for everyone to push me and like, you know, make me my best
Yeah.
as I try to do with
absolutely.
others. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah, man.
if we can make dope shit and like it's consistent and it's fun, like I'm trying to do that as much as
Yeah,
possible.
let's
with
keep it going.
as many people as
Right.
possible.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying? So,
man.
like, yeah.
Yeah, you've been in your performing bag, man.
Yeah.
Like I was saying at the beginning, I mean, I feel like, every other flyer that I see on Instagram has Blacc on it. I see one with Zach Ivy, and you were on that. You were on that,
That was
shit.
crazy. Yeah, that was with the Far Side.
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
Far Side,
I
the
seen
beginning
that.
of the year,
Yeah,
I think.
That's fire.
yeah. You're performing
That
with
was
some
crazy. That
some
show
dope
was
names.
fire, yeah.
yeah.
Did Azizi Gibson before that too?
Going
Was it
crazy.
ZZ Gibson at Kilby?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Yes, fuck.
it was dope. Dope.
Bro, when I hear like such dope artists perform at Kilby, it just makes me upset if I miss them because I love that venue.
That's my favorite venue.
Just for like the intimacy of it.
That's
like,
exactly
yeah,
why it's my favorite.
It's just
venue.
so like you're right
It's
there.
cra-
You're
yo,
right in front of me, G.
You
Right.
can't get, you can't
Yeah,
get any closer, bro.
at all.
Right.
And if I am, I'm
bro,
fucking up your performance.
If you have a bad mood, I can smell it. That's how close you are in that
Right.
shit, bro.
yeah,
That's why it's my favorite venue, bro. Like
Yeah.
to see people in and to like
yeah,
perform at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a sold out Kilby Court show on like either end, bro. The stage or the crowd is a crazy experience.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So,
I seen some dope
that
artists
shit-
there.
Local
Yeah,
Disorder was
man,
like
that
my
shit's
first
crazy.
experience
Really?
at like a pretty full.
Oh, you're talking about-
Kilby
yeah, okay.
show. I've been
Yeah.
I've been to Kilby before, but not like that.
Really?
It
Yeah.
wasn't. It
That was-
wasn't like that.
That was what 80 people.
Yeah,
Hey,
there
on a
was,
Wednesday
there was a
night.
good
Yeah.
amount of people
So-
in that
For
bitch.
sure.
There's some other
For
ones
sure.
that I've been to that wasn't like that. You know?
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
capacity there, I think, is like 200.
In that
Yeah.
in that small ass spot right there?
Yeah,
That's
200.
crazy.
I think something like that. 200,
Yeah.
250.
Yeah.
Really?
Bro, it's,
You're not
That's
the first.
shoulder to shoulder type beat.
Yeah, you're not the first artist to say that. Venu said the same shit. He
Yeah.
said he said Kilby's his favorite spot.
Yeah.
Bro, when it's packed and it's sardine and like it's
And you can
crazy.
you can bro, I bet I can only imagine how it is as a performer, like and seeing that.
Oh,
and you're right
for
there, bro,
sure.
and they're just all singing your song and you're like, this is enough. I don't need 500,000 fucking, you know what I mean? Like I have
Right.
250 people
The-
singing
the-
every
the
fucking
vibe
word.
is like so
Yeah.
incredibly tangible.
Yeah,
You're
for
just
sure.
like, it's so like it's surreal, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that shit's cool. Like
Mhm.
that shit's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
there's no other way to put that.
Yeah,
shit,
100%.
Right.
bro. That shit's just cool. It's a dope time, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
it's a dope time to share a dope time with other people.
Absolutely.
Like, and that's really like all it's
Yep.
about, bro. Like, yeah, it's crazy because like I'm not like an attention seeker in that sense.
Of course,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like that shit's like dope to kind of like just conduct a good time.
To fit,
Of
yeah,
course.
Conduct a
100%,
good time
yeah.
for people.
To
Like a
have that.
mutually good time for people. Like
Right.
just being a part of that at that
Where-
level,
where
or like a
energy-
conduit for
Yeah,
a
when energy's-
conduit for that experience.
Yeah, energy
You know
getting
what I'm saying?
reciprocated for you, and it's just
Exactly, bro.
easy, and you're seeing
Exactly.
all these beautiful faces dancing, smiling, and you're like,
Right.
That's like that's all everyone goes out for,
Yep.
right? Like
Right.
is to have a good time.
Yeah,
So, like, if
absolutely.
we can all have a good time, then like
It's
that's
just
fire, bro.
it's just
Yeah.
embodying that MC aspect of the being the artist part, right? Being that
sure.
microphone controller
sure,
and
for sure,
controlling
for
that
sure.
vibe for sure. Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. I wanted to ask you because we touched on it a little bit. We're talking about trying to get signed. We're talking about being independent. Where do you see yourself? What route are you trying to go when it comes to the music shit? Are you trying to have fun and stay independent and see where it takes you on that? Are you trying to take a route and trying to find labels and trying to get signed? What do you feel like is your lane in terms of when we're speaking on that?
Man, I'm open to any opportunity that I feel is right. You know what I'm saying? Like in that sense. Circling back to like making sure that like everything that I curate is right for me, and coming back to like all of your decisions having authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I as long as it doesn't compromise like more than I'm willing to give in
Right.
any sense,
Mm-hmm.
then like it's something I'm willing to entertain. As long as I have the ability to create freely,
There we go.
Of course.
then I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like for me, I'd love to have like attention. You know what I'm saying? But I also want that attention to be like from the right people.
Organic,
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
Organic,
And I do want
yeah.
it to be organic and
Yeah.
like for the right reason.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like
Absolutely.
when that opportunity presents itself, it'll be capitalized upon.
Of course.
But like anything that allows me to basically like just stay in control of my journey. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But if it's something where like it's mutually beneficial, you know what I'm saying? And once again, like I'm just trying to build, right? So for me, if I can continue to build with everyone around me, everyone that I'm working with, continue to like build genuine relationships
Of
at
course.
that, like the goal I've always felt is to like grow together.
Yes.
The biggest issues that like I feel like is plagued here especially is like the lack of unity. A lot of people are conflicted. A lot of people have trust issues.
Yeah.
A lot of people not trying to fuck with, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
it's super.
it's cliquey,
super,
it's a
I was
little-
literally gonna say it's
yeah.
super clicky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's where
Like, and that's cool, but you also have to be like a little more open minded.
yeah, you got to
I
be.
agree.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
got to kind of put that ego to
And-
the side.
In all fairness, you also have to like warrant who you let into your creative
Yeah,
space.
Yeah, that
You know what I'm
too.
absolutely.
saying?
That too.
There's a vetting process, but I don't think the vetting process should necessarily be scoring everyone
Of
until
course,
proven
yeah.
otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, for
if you
sure.
fuck with someone's shit, like, take the time to see if you fuck with them.
That,
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
100%,
And, like,
yeah.
and then if not, that's cool.
Right.
And then, like, if so,
Cool.
don't be afraid to build. Don't be afraid to, like, reach out to people.
Yeah,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying? Don't, like,
Absolutely.
be afraid to start a connection. Like, not even for selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if shit's genuine and it clicks, like, the only way is up from there. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? For, like,
Absolutely.
for all parties involved, especially if there's like consistency and genuine intent there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
absolutely, man.
there's a lot of people that I've met along the journey so far. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And like a lot of people that have stuck around, and I hope to continue to meet people
Of course.
that are going to stick
Yeah,
around.
absolutely.
And continue to, like,
100%.
build toward that like, you know what I'm saying, like that end goal.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what's
Whatever
crazy
it
about
is.
that is like even us doing the pod, you doing the music, these connections just fall into place, right? It's so crazy.
Every time,
you know?
bro,
Like, before the podcast, I've seen a lot of different people and a lot of cool people doing cool things, but doing Off the Menu is like really like making sense, you know? when I'm meeting people and when I'm like, damn, like we need to get you on the pod. Like
Right.
these people are like literally right in front of, like you were just right in front of us at Local Disorder.
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
we were
that was super
connected.
dope. That was
You know,
super dope.
so it's
He
like,
said we need you.
yeah, exactly.
I
I know.
appreciate that, bro.
And it's,
Of course,
I appreciate
man.
that.
You know, and you know, even on the music side, you musically, like that shit's gonna happen for you too with
Yeah.
different creative artists and other people who are, you know, also have that same mindset as you, right? So shit's crazy, man. You know?
Shit's full circle, yeah.
Full circle,
You know,
bro.
this-
It's
and-
fruition's crazy, man.
Like,
Manifesting's crazy.
I think I think we all agree upon, like, once again, is just that we just want to get together with like-minded people that are creative
Yeah.
and make shit pop and make cool shit and create experiences for others to enjoy and meet new people.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Absolutely.
And that's
crazy.
and that shit's it's fun. It's fun.
That's the fun part.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's honestly like the end goal, bro. If I can live like comfortably off the music, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
Of course.
that's it, bro.
Of
Like,
course.
I'm just at whatever capacity, you know.
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Like comfortable is what
But-
you define it as. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So,
100%.
like, there's that, but that doesn't mean like, bro. As long as you're not complacent and you always
Yeah. Absolutely.
are engaging in something that's like fulfilling to you at like
Yeah.
a soulful level,
Mhm.
Yeah.
bro. Like you're living
It
life
is.
as far as I'm
Right.
concerned.
That's all you
know what
really
I'm saying?
need,
Passion.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like for me, this is enough. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just like
man.
you said, like those moments on stage. This is enough. It's just
Yeah.
the life moments.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's enough. The people I've met, like that's enough. Like if
Yeah.
100%.
like if this was it today, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm so content. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm so content. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can only continue to be content
Right.
Yeah,
in
man.
that sense.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I could have never imagined that like I've had some of the moments I've had, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, in life, bro. Like
Yeah.
For sure.
shared the stage with some of the people I've shared the stage with. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
and shared those moments like with other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like
Mhm.
that's some of the dopest shit to me
Yeah.
is to be able to like
And you're
share that shit with other people,
Yeah.
bro.
Uh-huh.
Being like, hey, I've got this show with so and so.
Right.
Right.
I know that's so and so's favorite artist on the fucking planet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
It's,
amount of geeked that they would be if they could do like our song together
Right.
Yeah.
for that show in front of
Mhm.
that person is like there's no like price
Other
for
way.
that
No, not at all.
experience. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So
It's like not only are you creating opportunities for you, now you're able to pass those opportunities on
bro,
along
that's the
to
best
others,
feeling
right?
in the world.
Absolutely.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like that's the best feeling. Like that's, bro. What it boils down to is like, I just want like everyone like dope to win, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Absolutely,
Like,
man.
I just want everyone dope to win. So
Mhm.
if y'all are winning, like I'm with that shit, bro.
Yep.
That shit's lit, dog.
Yeah.
Because
There we
For
are.
sure.
those opportunities are being reciprocated. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Like as they should be
Yeah.
for anyone who's deserving. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Man, that always goes back to this one quote that Dave Chappelle shared with everyone. It's like when he was hanging out with Kanye West for the first time, he was like, he didn't know who the kid was. He was just in there, just in the studio with them.
I did. Yeah.
And then Kanye picks up the phone and he's like, "I'm with Dave Chappelle right now watching unreleased Dave Chappelle skits." And the person's like, I don't know what he said, but then he goes, "Because my life is dope and I do dope shit." And then after I heard that, I realized that at that moment, it's like, dude, I just want to make dope shit, kick it with dope people, and just live a dope life, you know?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. That's all we can ask for in life, right? And that's why I'm so happy we do the pod, like getting to connect and reconnect even with some other people on like even a deeper level. Like now we got we got Adam and RIP Daydream. Like now we've
bro.
like forged these connections. And not just me, myself, everybody here on the team is like now forging these connections with everybody. And I couldn't ask for anything else, man. We got to connect with each other all in some way or in another. And I'm happy that this shit's going. I'm happy that it came out like
and
this.
likewise, bro. Like
Yeah.
and like I
Yep.
said, bro, it's been dope to like just see the journey for everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Absolutely.
Like I've been saying, bro. So like,
Just being on that sideline and seeing the growth type beat. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
and
always
like
nice
I said,
to see.
it's my favorite part, bro. Just
Yeah.
continuing to like forge relationships and
Yeah.
meet new people and strengthen shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And like just bro, like learn each other. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, because like I feel like, bro, just being out and about, you only have so much time to like talk to people when it's
Yeah.
like out and about.
So
you know
many
what I'm saying? Like,
people,
you're
so many things
outside,
to
bro.
do,
There's so
right.
much shit going on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This vendor here, that vendor here, that
Yeah.
this person's doing this, that like it's hard to keep up and like
Yeah.
really sit down and
That's
have, like,
why off the
good
menu goes
one-on-one,
crazy.
you
That's
know
why
what
we
I'm
bring it
saying?
right back here so we
Because
can
we see you out there and they're like, well,
Yeah.
let's have a
Let it-
actual
we can
conversation.
spend an hour or
Let's
two
chop
in
it
here
up,
and
please.
dive deep into it. You know? And that's why I really fuck with off the menu over
Yeah,
here
I
because
fuck with that.
you know I've known Vinny or Ferrari for years, but having him on was great. Learning all sorts of different things that we never knew about. The same with Adam, same with you, bro. So it's like, we appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys for taking the time to come on and really come
Man,
fuck with us like that, man.
can't thank you guys enough.
Yeah,
Honestly.
Yeah.
thank y'all.
Honestly,
This shit's just dope.
It's what it is, though. That's what we talk about. The community aspect of it is the community is there.
Yeah.
It's just the pieces aren't just with each other, right?
Yeah.
And that's the one thing we realize from our perspective is that we have to go out and make things happen, make connections, and
Yeah.
show up to a local disorder show. Because if you asked me to do that last year, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Right.
But and that's really
He
really
wouldn't
me.
have done it. No,
Yeah.
he wouldn't
But
have done it.
that's like I feel like that's a big problem like that people have is just
Yeah.
not stepping out of their comfort zone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And this is what
I'm-
opened it up
yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you got these guys got me going to
I'm-
two local disorder
I'm telling
shows,
this guy
going
every
everything.
time, like when there's something pop in the city, go.
Like, let's
If
go.
I can't go, let's go. Or
Yeah.
you guys go, and then
Yeah.
When we first
They-
started More About Nothing, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, Vinny's here. These dudes are here. These dudes are here."
Yep.
It's like, "Oh no, you go
You go,
ahead,
you go.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
"All right, fuck, I'll go." And I got to see that Vinny Cassius experience, and I'm like, "Fuck, I need everybody else. I need
yeah.
everybody else to see this
Yeah.
shit, right?"
Right.
So I'm glad we're finally at that point where we're stepping out of that comfort zone, and we all can actually now see like, okay, yeah, this food goes crazy. Like I'm not just telling you just to tell you, like you guys got to come see this shit
These-
yourself, right?
I'm telling everyone, they literally had me after every performance at the first local disorder show. It had me chasing them down, like, "Yo, I fuck with what you guys do." Or I fuck with. I was literally,
absolutely.
I was
He said,
like,
"I
"Yo,
need you."
I need you guys to come on the podcast. Let's get to learn about you more." And
Absolutely.
and that's the beauty of being creative, though, is that it opens more doors when you're around more creative people.
Yeah,
like
for
the
sure.
things you can learn from other people, and
Yeah,
the things you can
absolutely.
learn about yourself. The most important part of it all is learning more about yourself and what kind of person you can become,
Absolutely.
just through others. That's
The
what
things
it really,
you can learn, the things that you can achieve just by being open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By
only
taking
only
one-
comes from human interaction.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got to be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be out
Exactly.
there. You got to be open
You got
to
to.
it. You know what I'm saying?
And for the viewers, get out there. Go to the local disorder
Yeah.
shows. Go to the local shows. Go.
Well, all of them.
If you could just, when Club Bungle said they did 18 shows last year,
That's
up to
crazy.
now, I was like,
That's
where?
insane.
You know,
Yeah,
where? What?
right.
Where the
Nobody
fuck-
was talking about this.
Yeah.
But then when Boo was talking about how you do a lot of shows, I'm like, see, I don't see the promotion. I don't see it. And
Right.
It's-
step out of your boundaries. Step out of your
Yeah,
comfort zone.
absolutely.
Go see what everyone's doing in the city because these tickets really
Just do it one
most time
time.
only
You might-
cost about $10.
you might
Yeah.
meet some beautiful people.
You will meet some beautiful people.
And some
Nobody
ugly
about
ones.
it. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, nobody about it.
Yeah.
$10 to get connected with a whole other side of the city that you may have not even known was
Man.
going
Yeah.
on.
It'll,
Man,
it'll
that's-
change your life.
it'll change your
Get
life.
connected
Change
now
your life.
because once they said it gets going, the music scene in Utah is going to grow so fast and
Oh,
kick
yeah.
off so
Yeah.
fast that everyone that's been working for the last 10 years is going to be like, damn, this shit happened overnight. But it didn't happen overnight
No,
for them.
no, not
at
it
all.
happened
Just
overnight
good
for
work,
everyone
yeah.
else that did put that was watching.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, I'm just glad that we got to see some of it,
Yeah.
for the fact that you went to the Cassidy show in 2019.
Yeah.
And now, dude, I literally text this guy, and talk to him all the
Yeah,
time. Adam Banks,
absolutely.
all these
Yeah.
guys. Like, I love what the community has in store for the few years that are coming up.
man.
What Utah has right now needs to be just unlocked.
Yeah. We're right there. We're right there.
Give us the key.
Yeah. Off the menu, we're going.
Don't
we're
give
gonna
us the
hunt
key. We'll make the key.
Hello.
the key.
Don't give us.
Yeah.
Before we end this
break the
episode though,
lock.
Blackie, we have a segment called Chef Special,
Okay.
and it's just a free game or just anything you like.
that. Tell
Okay.
them.
But give us some Chef Special for the viewers and for us
Yeah.
before we end this episode off.
Let them know.
A chef special.
Yeah.
So like on some like breakfast shit, a little quick snack. You know what I'm saying? You take yourself like a little 5 cheese bagel
Tell
from
them.
like Winco or something. Okay? You split that bitch in half. Okay, you take some like sun-dried tomato turkey. Okay,
Okay.
You like 2 pieces though.
Tell
You know what I'm saying?
them. Okay, 2 pieces.
Don't skimp on it. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? 2 pieces.
Yep.
Right. And this is like per side. You know,
Right.
that's like four pieces total.
Tell 'em,
Easy
tell 'em.
math, bro.
Okay,
Easy math.
okay.
Okay. All right. You fold them bitches, right? So they like little semicircle.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. You stack them bitches.
Yep.
Right? You take some Swiss cheese.
Right.
Right. Bam. Each slice. Okay.
Okay.
You throw that bitch in the air fryer,
Yep.
toaster oven,
I already
whatever
do
you
it.
got, just like that. Okay. You let that bitch melt for a minute. Okay.
Yep.
All right. You can take yourself an avocado, a ripe one. None of that hard
Get your
shit,
protein, right?
okay?
Tell them. Your fatties.
Cut that bitch in half.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like 4 slices of avocado each
Yep.
side. Okay, we're chilling. 2 tomato slices.
Yep.
Okay, some romaine
Tell 'em.
lettuce. All right, you slap that bitch together.
God damn.
You go munch out for 10 minutes. You're chilling.
God, man.
There we go. That's a chef special for the day.
Shit.
Make yourself a nice.
He had everything on the
sandwich.
menu. There you go.
Quick as fuck.
Vibing.
Off the
And
top.
if you got time, put a fried egg on.
You know the
There we go.
Aki way? This the Blacc way, man. This the Blacc way, man. God damn. Tell him, man.
It's the Blacc E-way. Come on now. Stop playing. You better listen. You heard, right?
Man,
Bro, thank you so much.
Thank you again,
for
bro.
coming on,
Thank you.
brother. We appreciate
Thank
you
you.
so much.
I loved that chef special because you changed it up. You
Yeah, you actually
love
gave
it.
us a chef
us a
special.
chef
hey,
special.
you gave the whole recipe and the
Yeah.
whole and the cooked everything.
the-
Yeah.
Fire.
Black E cookbook coming soon.
Hello.
Come on.
Play proper, stupid.
But we would like to thank you for joining us at Off the Menu today and sharing your story and sharing your secret little
Yeah, man.
chef
Little
special.
Sammy, little Sammy.
We're gonna have to check that out.
Thank y'all. Y'all are dope.
It's the off the
Appreciate it,
menu
man.
chef special, man.
Don't forget,
go.
this episode comes out this Sunday, so you guys want to have seen it. But if you guys see Blacc on anything or any local artists that we've had on here, or any local artists that you don't know, go check out the show, please, because that means a
And
lot
listen
to
to the
everyone.
music.
Yes.
Support your local artists.
Yes.
Support
Yes.
them, man.
Support them.
And while,
Yes.
while we on that
All your
note,
favorite artists was local at some point.
Yes.
while we on that note, where can we find you on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram? Tell them real
Man,
quick.
All the socials, the handle is at Blacc Emergence,
Tell 'em.
BLACCEMERGNC.
Hello.
All the streamers, the music streamers, Blacc E, BLACC space E.
Tell
Tap
them,
in
man.
one time, tap in.
Everything in the description below. Make sure y'all
Going
check out the
crazy,
music.
man.
Make sure y'all check out Blackie in live.
Yep.
Make sure you go see what kind of performer he is because, like I said,
The boy goes crazy.
he has the
High
energy, all the
energy.
way through. No matter
For your
who's, if there's no
sleepy
one in the
ass.
crowd, if there's everyone in the crowd,
Yeah.
it's always gonna be the same.
Going crazy.
Peace out, y'all.
It's
Be excellent.
crazy.
Be beautiful and be yourself.
Off
Smell
the
you
menu,
later.
episode 63. Blacc E going crazy for y'all. Thank you so much.